Welcome back to Air Engine Research again. As you know, it's winter and there's not much going on. It's just too cold for me to work up in the shop. Although yesterday was a pretty nice day, I decided I'd go ahead and go up and see what I can do on what I still have yet to do. Well, before it got cold, I did my modifications on my 6-cylinder engine. I changed the cylinders to 1.5 inches. I put new valves on, and I completely changed the way the engine is put together. And along with that, I changed all the air lines to 3/8 inch. And since I had the engine pretty well ready to go, before it got too cold yet, I started working on the new or modified pressure flow regulator that I'm going to have that will attach to the new air tank that I bought. Now there's still some work that has to be done on the Volkswagen to be able to pull a trailer that I can put that tank on, but when spring comes, I'll work on that problem. I had the pressure regulator pretty well finished when it got cold, but like I say, yesterday it turned out to be pretty nice. So I went ahead up to the shop and worked on finishing the pressure regulator, putting the safety valve on it so that if something goes wrong, that it'll shut the high pressure off from the rest of the system. There will be an air line that goes from the pressure tank to the engine, but everything after the engine will be low pressure now, not over like 450 or 500 psi. But I did a little video to kind of show you what I had changed and how it looks now, so I'll just go ahead and switch to the video. I've been working on the pressure regulator, and I finally, I think, have it pretty much put together. I still will not do anything until spring probably, but at least I have this part of it, I think, ready. This valve here, well, first off, the air comes in through this main thing here. Comes through here, through, down, back, into this valve. When this valve is shut, and I have my set pressure on this one set for 200, say, when the pressure goes in, this will be out like so, because this pressure pushes that out. And this back in the back is my safety. It's hooked to the valve that I put the air in to set the pressure on this. And once it's set, then this is closed. Then this valve back here is hooked up to the pressure regulator, pop-off valve rather. It comes down, comes into here. If the pressure within the system goes over what the pop-off valve is set for, then this cylinder will be fed the air and it will shut and open this valve, which lets the pressure off of the set and closes. And once this is open, then there's no more pressure in here to open this valve. And that's the safety valve for if this pressure here goes over. I think it's going to be about 500 when it finally gets done. And this then is hooked to the pressure tank. And And in order to fill the pressure tank, I have to have this high pressure set up here. I open this up, pump air into it, and it goes into here, goes into the tank when this valve is shut. Once the tank is full, close this valve off, and then we're ready to either set the pressure in here and close this in order to run. To run the engine, this will be probably open already, and I'm going to have to, once I get the engine put in, since I changed the layout of it, I'm going to have to figure out a valve that's hooked to the foot feed on the engine itself. This will just be a temporary shut off and on. But when this is closed and this pressure is set, it should maintain about 500 psi in the system. But anyway, I think it looks pretty good. I won't know if I'm satisfied until I try it, but whenever the time comes, we'll deal with whatever problems I might find. So if you're interested in following what I'm doing and you want to be notified next spring when things start happening, please subscribe, check the notification bell, and you'll be notified when a new video comes out. You long-time subscribers, thanks again for checking in too.